Tattoo and the Crew. Let me do this right for you, ladies and gentlemen. All the way live and direct. Hollywood, California, Dash Studios. Make some noise for Felipe. What up, boo?
What's up,
Esparza?
What's up, fool? What's up, Roxy? Good morning, everybody. People don't know that, man, but we used to play basketball together in the morning. Silver Lake.
Yeah, all right.
With Mario.
We did.
Yeah.
What Mario?
Wow,
Mario
Felipe.
Lopez?
No, Mario, some guy that grew up in the He still lives in same apartment.
He's still there, huh?
Yeah, man.
Yo.
In one of the parks, you play basketball, like if you get there at 5 in the morning, it's all Asian.
Yeah.
Like nothing but Asian. They show up at 5 in the morning, they play from 5 to 7.
Asians play basketball?
Dude,
They get down.
They show up.
They get down, too.
The Koreans and Asians, they all play together.
And they also do like exercise in the morning or something. Really
Then at
early.
8 o'clock, all the crudos show up like us. People with playing with cowboy boots.
Yeah.
You're lying.
There used to be a black dude there. They used to play
In
with
chanclas and
cowboy
everything.
boots.
Yeah. We don't care, man.
And then you stare at his boots. You go, man, stop staring at my Jordans.
I think I've even seen some raza playing in their patas, man, in their feet. They don't care, man. Felipe Esparza, a very funny man. What up, boo? How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good, man. I got up early today. And
Is it hard to wake up to do radio like this? Does it bother you to say, I gotta wake up to do this fucking radio show, man?
Yeah.
I love the honesty.
I love you, yeah, man.
But you know what? Even if I would have sold out like some artists, some comedians, like they already sold out all their shows. They go, man, I don't know radio for what? To promote what?
Right.
But I would still show up.
Good, man.
Because people are expecting you to show up, and I say, what's up?
And you know what? I mean, it's part of the game. It's part of the business that you're in.
I show up, man. I try to keep a happy face, smile.
You know what, Felipe? Let me ask you: is that hard though? To always put on this smile, always make people laugh. And people gotta always expect that shit from you. Like me doing radio, sometimes I get on my off game door like, Tat, why aren't you? What up, dog? Why aren't you being funny? Why aren't you? I'm just like, because I'm not on air right now, man. Like, come on, do you get that too? Where you're just like, sometimes I just don't want to be funny, man.
Yeah, man. Sometimes I'm walking around, man, and I meet somebody, and then they're real cool. Then it turns into, man, I want to be like you too, man. I want to be a comedian. How do I do that?
Right.
And I said, well, man, first of all, man, you gotta have a drug addiction. You have something that's gonna pull you down, so you can stand up again.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they stop you, Roxy. You just trying to be cool and shit. That motherfucker want advice about life.
Right.
My husband left me. What should I do?
Bitch, I never even been married. Don't ask me.
Don't ask me about kids.
Right. Felipe, and what did get when did you know, like, I'm funny, man, like this is the direction of my life I want to take it into? And
Probably like second grade.
Wow.
We were like, when you make fun of other kids, that they make fun because you're poor or your breast aches, or they saw your mom. Your mom dropped you off and she gave you a kiss and they make fun of you for that.
Right.
I made fun of some kid. I told her, your mom, she ran away and took off with these hippies.
Oh.
Like became like a slut, like a flower girl.
Yeah.
And I don't know that guy, but he didn't know what a hippie was.
Right.
But I had to watch it on television, so I knew what it was. And he would go tell.
And this is in second grade.
Yeah, he would go tell the teacher, and he cried. And then some other kid, he made fun of me, and I went under the table and I bit his leg.
Oh
gosh.
And from there on, were you always entertaining, like in school, your classes? Is that how you would get a reaction? Did you ever do like talent shows or anything? Nothing
too shy.
Like that. Nothing like that. So when did you actually get into comedy, where you got on stage for the first time, and did a stand-up bit, and was like, yo, did people laugh, you got a reaction, or was the first time you ever got on stage, was it not what you expected?
I was at Live Again Recovery Homes in Saugus.
This is serious right now. This is a
for real
story.
I was there on Father Greg Boyle.
Oh.
Wow, Father Greg, yeah.
He saw me all cracked out and shit, and people wanted to beat my ass.
So you were in a recovery home?
Yeah, and I went there. I was like 22 or 23 years old, and when you go up there, you speak to like AA or NA. My name is so and so.
Yeah, my name is Felipe.
And you tell a little story about your life, or how you got there. Where you come from. So I started talking, and everything I said was funny to everybody. They were laughing, but I'm being serious.
You were just being yourself, huh?
Yeah, Felipe, because you can just talk and it's funny,
They
man.
were dying because I said that. True story. I went to this concert. It was like a Woodstock concert in it was there like Redondo Beach, and it was all the Woodstock bands that said yes to this concert. So all the big bands in the show, like no Santana, no big band, just like the small bands like Cat Heat, a bunch of it. So I went to that concert. But before the concert, I got really, really drunk in Hermosa Beach, and I slept under the lifeguard tower. I was telling the story that I'm telling right now, and when I woke up, it was a lifeguard. He was waking me up with that red thing, like Baywatch.
Like the thing where they save people's lives.
I don't even know what that is, right?
Yeah.
It's like a big floaty.
Yeah, floaty. He's tapping me with it, hey. But at the same time, I'm dreaming, right?
You're like, is this Baywatch?
Yeah. And then I hold on to it. And they go, oh shit, I'm drowning! I'm drowning! And I'm waking up, and he's picking me up at the same time that I'm waking up.
Wow, man, that's good. That's good, man. Felipe Esparza, man. At the end of the day, you got a comedy tour coming up. You got some comedy special coming up, right?
Yeah,
comedy special, HBO.
I have a special on HBO that my wife and I, she's over there. We actually produced ourselves. We saved our own.
How does that come about? How exciting is that for you as a comedian? Where the stages that you've taken, because I remember you on Last Comic Standing. Do you like talking about Last Comic?
I don't mind.
Is that a happy accomplishment for
Hell
you?
yeah.
Because I know that one thing that I do know about comedians and the comedy world, it's very cutthroat.
Yes.
There's a lot of
Politics.
comedians and politics that are with each other, and there's some that are against each other.
Yes.
I've been in rooms with comedians that are talking shit about this guy, talking shit about that guy. So it had to be
Good times.
It had to be a difficult road. And here you are now, an HBO comedy. This is the top of the food chain, man, to get an HBO comedy
Yes.
special. How does that come about? Do you guys make a call? Do they make a call to you?
No, we were waiting because Netflix gave out they gave out like 7 specials, like maybe like 2 in Mexico, 3 in America, and whatever other country. But they didn't call us. We didn't get nothing. And then HBO, of course, nothing. So we had like a little money saved up, and we got more money, our money, and we hired a crew, and we shot it at San Jose Improv.
Wow.
Free theater. You know what? We got a free theater here. It's like a real theater. We just hired a crew, and then we shot it. Lisa, she did all she did the background, and I was in charge of craft service. I went to go get the food for everybody, and she pretty much charged the whole production, and I just performed it, and then she directed the last part of it, the ending, the bunch of Lowrider Beast Cruisers. We all took off like Sons of Anarchy, but in Beast Cruisers.
Wow. And
So she directed that.
This is to air on HBO.
No, not yet.
No, I'm saying it's to air on HBO.
To air whoever No, we shot it ourselves first.
Got you.
And then our agent from ICM, Chris Smith, he pitched it to a bunch of people, and they all said no. And then HBO bought it. Like they bought it for like almost 3 times what we shot it with.
Wow.
So we made a profit, and we own it now. We own it, and whenever in a couple 6 months, the contract is over, and HBO has to give us back the special, and then we're gonna resell it.
Reshop it.
So it's always gonna be ours.
That's so dope. So you basically took matters into your own hands. I think a lot of times we wait for that perfect opportunity, right? And it's like, oh, they're gonna understand me as a comic. They're gonna set the perfect platform. But that's dope. How was it? Your wife directing you?
It was good. We worked together also in my last special. She was there, she helped with not really help with the editing, but how to put the joke structure. I mean, you should say, do this joke first, do that joke second.
Is it difficult, or is it a good thing to work with alongside with your wife?
Oh, it's a good thing because we've been together since 2006, so we know each other. She knows my style of comedy. Yeah, we work great together. She pretty much does a lot of stuff that I'm like.
She keeps you in check.
Like a lot of stuff that we're lazy to do, like comedians, like calling someone back. Picking up the phone, texting the fool back, or being here on time.
Right. Well, thank you for getting him here on time, Lisa. That's why you gotta have your wife around. You know what I'm saying? Or else
Yeah, and
you never
we
get
help.
to your locations, man.
We're like a partners, you know. Like she runs like Felipe World Incorporation.
Yeah. Felipe,
Yeah.
and now that you're very open about your drug use and alcoholism, are you clean and sober, or do you still dab a little bit with partying or anything?
No,
like
but
that?
I don't do no alcohol, nothing like that. Just pot, you know.
Yeah.
Mushrooms.
Cannabis is the proper terminology for that.
Cannabis,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
Cannabis, yeah, and mushrooms, wild magic mushrooms.
Yeah.
You know, they're legal now in Oakland. They're legal in Oakland. It just got approved that wild magic, which is probably why the Oakland Raiders suck ass. You know, they're probably,
Mushrooms are dangerous if you don't know how to control them.
they probably think they're playing against unicorns or something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to do some comedy. No one that
Felipe, what was your drug of choice when you weren't a drug user? Like, what was your drug of choice?
I would say that alcohol.
Alcohol.
Because
Yeah, it's a drug. It's
Like I have never like did crack sober.
Right.
I never left the room sober.
Man, this is
and
a great
went to
point, man.
But it's weird like.
When you get drunk, you dab in drugs.
Yeah, it's like my
See?
mind is strong enough to say no during when I'm sober right now.
Right.
But see, like when you're an addict, like like if they want to do crack right now, I know I don't, but I'll put myself in a situation where it's gonna be easier for me to say yes. Like I'll say, okay, I'm gonna go to this party right here with these fools because there's an after party after, and I'm gonna go to that one. But I'll start out with just having one drink, then it'll make myself weaker, and right away, like I pretty much know, like if I'm gonna fall off the wagon, there's gonna be a drug dealer next to me. Because I don't want to be like walking around Skid Row looking for drugs all night.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it's always a setup, you know. Like,
And now that look, honestly, the money's different. Success is coming. So obviously your bank account's gotten bigger. Is that hard for you to also the luxury of having money now and being a famous comedian? You're one of the top comedians in the world right now, Felipe Esparza. I've seen you. It's crazy because comedians work so hard to get where they are, and some people think it just happens so fast, but it's because you don't know them from here, and then all of a sudden you see them there. Now that your bank account, I'm sure, has gotten bigger.
Yeah.
Is it harder now? Do you ever get tempted because now you got money? You're around famous people. You're around celebrities. The Hollywood life. Is it fucking with you at all, or are you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes now.
Sometimes like I'm chilling, like just say at the end of the show, like I don't know if you ever had this, like you had an awesome set, you do something, but then like there's a moment where there's like I guess 5 seconds when you're like taking it all in, your emotions are going wild. You feel like sad in a way, but you're also happy. Like if you grew up in a bad neighborhood, like if you grew up in like the projects, or you grew up with a lot of negativity all the time growing up, so you don't know how you react to sadness and happy situation in your life the same way. Sad. Like when I was like growing up, I would be happy for stuff, but I'm sad at the same time,
Yeah.
So like I don't know how to accept it sometimes, like good news, like if something great happens in my life, I get really sad instead of getting happy.
That's interesting, but at the same time, I feel like that's so deep and so real, and I really appreciate you saying that. But I feel like that quality though keeps you humble and grounded. Yes or no?
Sometimes, yeah, it does. Because I feel like it's going to go away. Like when people ask me, like, what's your biggest fear? Homelessness. Straight up. To be pushing a shopping cart, he goes, hey, I used to watch your show. Oh, thanks, man.
And you know what, Felipe, in no way, I'm not trying to compete. This is your time here, so this is not about like comparing life. But I do understand. I was homeless. My family was homeless. I definitely know what that feels like, and so that's why having this is I'm so protective of this show. I'm so protective of myself because I am afraid. I even had dreams where I'm homeless again.
Damn.
And I wake up and I wake up in my big ass bed and I'm just like, oh, but it does let you appreciate what you got, man.
And like you're shell shocked, man.
Yeah.
For all the other stuff that you went through,
Personally, Felipe, do you trip out that you were homeless and now, you're making big bucks, man? Do you trip out the transition in your life?
Hell yeah, man. Like I did a photo shoot in my own neighborhood in Hollenbeck Park with Rafa Art LA, and I was sitting there, man, and Hollow Park, it's my old stomping ground. My homie got killed there. We took party there. I took ditch there, and I really.
Where was that at, Felipe? Where'd you grow up?
Boyle Heights,
Boyle
Pico
Heights.
Aliso Housing Projects, Pico
Orale.
Gardens,
Orale.
They know who you are.
You know.
You passed the computers there.
I grew up in all the vicinity of East LA, Boyle Heights, City Terrace, East LA. There's just so many different little cities there, but overall, East Los is home plate for sure.
I think the sadness comes from, and I talk to homies, who grew up in the neighborhood, is that they don't know how to accept good things to come in their life.
Yeah.
Because they have so many bad things that they
Sure.
think.
For
They
sure.
don't know how. They think they also are afraid that's gonna go away.
Yeah.
But still, we don't know how to enjoy the moment. But that feeling only stands. It only lasts for like 5 seconds, 3 seconds. But then you just snap out of it and go, hey, relax.
Yeah, you look at
You're
the car
here.
you're in.
It's happening.
You look at the good weed you're smoking, man. And by
Hell
the way,
yeah.
thank you for my Super Stone medicated candy. I appreciate
Thank you,
it,
man. Super stoned.
And let me ask you, Felipe, is it hard to come up and be constantly coming up with material, or is it easy for you? Like, this is what you do. This is what do you love stand up? Is that where you get your where you feel at most at ease?
I love stand-up, man. I love creating a new joke, or I see something that makes me laugh. Makes me laugh. Like I get bored. Like I'm not first class when I fly, but I'm good enough to get here first.
Right.
In the plane.
Yeah.
After first class.
I'm
I'm still a medallion.
Right.
People expect you to be first class? Do people are like, what are you
Yeah, yeah. The people have no idea what we go through.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they think you own 2 houses. Or
Yeah,
Oh,
5
yeah.
houses.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I go to, like, Ross, or I'll run into people that are like, or in Pico, or
Yeah.
like the East
Roxy,
Side.
you're in
They're like-
Ross.
I go to Costco. What are you doing shopping at Costco? I'm like, shit, Whole Foods and Gelson's is way too expensive.
I was
Like,
standing in the corner. Somebody, we waiting for the limousine. No, folks, I was just waiting for the light to turn red.
So
Jeez,
so
all
you
these
you,
assumptions.
you you still have your soul in you, man, right? I mean, East LA is.
What was the question?
What was the question?
If you still have your soul
No,
inside.
my question. No. I said.
Soul in
I
it.
said he still has his soul in him. He still
Yeah.
he still has East Los. East LA is always going to be in your heart. No, my question was writing material, like always.
Oh.
Always doing stand up and having to
Dude,
write material. Is it hard?
It's it's like hard to write new stuff, like stuff that got nothing to do with me, like actually write an actual joke.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough.
Yeah.
So I just write about stuff that happened to me,
Right.
like real stuff. Like I was sitting in the airport one time at the McDonald's, man, airport, Southwest, just chilling, and this old white lady shows up, and she's throwing her food away. She looks at me, and she puts her 2 leftover fry packs and put them on my plate,
Oh.
and I'm eating, bro.
Wait, her 2 leftover what?
Fries.
She thought you were homeless.
Fuck yeah. And then she puts them right there. And then she said, you look like the type of guy that could finish these fries.
Wow.
And I said, how did you know? And I started getting off fast, bro. In front of everybody, bro. At the Cookie Monster.
On purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In front of everybody, bro. But
Oh, my
I was
God.
laughing, dog.
Oh my
Dude,
God. Felipe, I seen you live. I went to the Improv and I seen Felipe Esparza live at the Improv. Thank you for inviting me out one time too. I went out there with Louis the 13th
Yes.
and Miguel, and we were sitting there and you came out and you were like, damn fool, I forgot what I was gonna say. And everyone went fucking nuts and lost their fucking minds in laughter.
You can't write that.
You cannot, and I swear, I didn't get to see you after the show, and I really wanted to slap hands with you after the show. You know Louis always got in and out. He wants
You have to go, bro.
He's always got to go.
Attention, I gotta go.
So I wanted
Attention, I mean, love to his cheese.
I'm such a fan of stand-up. I'm such a huge fan. I mean, getting up on stage and telling jokes or doing comedy for 45 minutes to an hour, it's so empowering. I think it's so fucking difficult, And I did want to ask you, was that real? I was like, fuck, I wonder if he really forgot his line, or was that part of your shtick?
I probably forgot.
And the way you had said, you were like, damn, I just smoked right before I got out here, and I forgot what I was gonna say, fool. And the way you did it, it was so convincing to me. I'm like, dude, he's not making this shit up. I felt like he's really telling me, which is why it was so fucking funny,
It just happened like sometimes I was telling a story, a true story. I was doing laundry at Lucy's before it turned into a nice $3.5 million. There used to be a Lucy's, Subway, Starbucks, gas station, and that's it, right? Right in Echo Park. But now it's like all fancy, bro. They have like cinnamon rolls. Hell yeah, man. It's like they have cinnamon rolls, all kinds of stuff. But before, when it was just the Lucy's, I was just there doing my laundry and I'm hanging out with these comics and I come outside and I hit a bowl, right? But I hit a bowl like real fast, like, and I had it in my mouth and the cops come in, bro, when it's in my mouth. And they're like 4 deep, right, on the covers. And the cop goes out of his car. Did you just hit a fucking bowl right now? And I pull a smoke to the side of my mouth. Yeah. And I put my head down like I was 2 years old. Yeah. He goes, I want you to get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see you at the laundromat for the rest of the day. And I said, all right, but my clothes are dry.
How long ago was this? With like marijuana?
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
He took off. He said, he just got frustrated with me.
Right.
And he got in the car and just took off.
Yo, Felipe, what do you want? What do you want in the future, Felipe? Just to keep making people laugh, stand up. Do you want to be in movies? Do you want to? Because I know you got a Netflix. You're like a character in a Netflix series, right?
I want to be able to walk into Casual Mail or Casual XL and them to tell me, sir, we don't have your size.
No,
So you need to get out of here.
honestly, Felipe Esparza, you got your character on a Netflix show called Gentified.
Gentified.
You play Crazy Dave.
Crazy Dave.
And is this on right now that everyone can actually watch? When does it start? When are we when are we gonna see the show?
The show will be on in the fall. They just had the rap party, and they're having a rap party this week, and they just finished rapping, and most of the actual cast went to Disneyland.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not an actual cast member, so I get to watch all that their story.
Well, what is Gentified about? It sounds like a very Latinx driven show, is it?
It's about you know what? I didn't read the whole script. I only read the lines.
You just know your
You know, Roxy, man. They gave me the script. I saw that I was in one page, and you know what? I'm like a mentor at school too. I gotta read the whole thing, right? So.
And
it's about Boyle Heights. It's based in Boyle Heights.
Wow, that's awesome.
One of the main characters of Gentified is my favorite character is Boyle Heights. Boyle Heights is actually a character of the show.
Nice.
Dang, that's awesome.
And it's about these kids who are gentrifying the neighborhood. But which was happening in Boyle Heights, what was actually really happening in Boyle Heights, a lot of the kids who grew up there, like I grew up there, they're coming back.
Right.
And investing. Kind of like the way Nipsey was in South
Yes,
Central,
they're
right?
investing in their own. And like Chef, there's this guy who grew up in Vietnamese, Chef Mario, I think his name is.
Right.
He just opened up a bar, the Paramount Ballroom. That place used to be owned by Sonny and Cher, and he owns it now, and he's going to open up a pizza parlor in the front.
Wow.
And it's going to be an actual theater where people can have concerts, man. And he grew up in the projects too, and he came back. And a lot of other people, Josefina Lopez, she opened up a restaurant and a theater there.
What are you going to be opening in Boyle Heights?
I donate money to Homeboy Industry to keep cholos in line.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I think I was one of those.
Organizations.
So the show is basically based on that the show is being gentrified, but also Latinos are moving in and helping keep the neighborhood the way it is. Because right now I wrote this article, I don't know if it's true or not. Because when you're trying to sell. Just say I'm a realtor, okay? And I want to sell Boyle Heights to white people or people with money. I can't be saying, hey, we have a nice 4-bedroom home in Boyle Heights. Because those think Boyle Heights, blood in, blood out,
Right.
So they're changing the name.
Right.
They're calling it the BO or BH. What was the name, Lisa? Boyle Heights.
Right.
Yeah, Boyle Heights.
Boyle Heights.
Yeah, we got a 3-bedroom home
Right.
in Boyle
B
Heights.
Heights. Yeah.
Boyle Heights.
Yeah.
let me tell you, man, if it's 90033, watch out.
Yeah, they're eventually gonna start calling it The Heights.
Yeah,
Watch.
Bull Heights.
To sell more.
Just like when Hollywood, all of a sudden, the Nickel Park became East Hollywood.
Right.
The East Side of that happened. That's my homie that day. It'll never be East Side, homie.
And is that what you want to continue doing, Felipe? I mean, I'm sure now you're getting like people sending you stuff to come be on this, come be on that, movies and television. Is that the direction that you would like to go into?
I hope so, man. Because I did a movie in 2009 called "I'm Not Like That No More."
Right.
It's funny, man. Like.
Taco Shop, I saw you in Taco
Shop.
Shop too. I loved that movie, man. I thought it was a really, really good movie that hasn't been.
Hell no. It's on HBO if anyone want to watch it.
Oh, nice,
HBO
nice.
Latino.
HBO Latino has Taco Shop.
Yes, and it's funny, man. My lines were all gibberish.
Yeah. When you played,
Roxy.
when you played this.
I went over there getting ready to rock my lines, and when I get there, it's just like blah 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 blah.
Yeah, because you're like this like wrestler guy. Like,
No lines. Like if I were to tell you, go ahead and give him a hug. Go ahead and give him a hug.
Yes, but it's funny. But it's funny.
Like one of the lines was like that one, like right. So then the next day. I had to make up gibberish lines every time I spoke, right? So then I said, "Kukakaka." And I thought nobody paid attention, right? The story editor, the script supervisor stops during the cut, and she gets everybody together. Felipe said, "Kukakaka."
Yeah.
2 lines ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if people could have think the same line.
Kukakaka.
So I go over there. All right, bro, come here, give me a line. Hey, kaki cookie.
Kukakaka.
So that movie. The first movie I did with Paul Rodriguez, we were brothers. It's called The Departed.
Right.
The Deported.
Right.
The Deported or the Departed?
Deported.
Oh, okay.
With Nick Torturo.
Yeah.
So there was a guy there named Manny Mejia who goes by Manny Redford, and that fool he paid for everything, dog. Like he had cash to give away. So I gave him my comedy album, right? I recorded that album in 2000 something with Fluffy. So it was 33 minutes. I gave everybody a CD. Everybody loves it. The executive producer of that movie goes, "Dude, I really love your movie. Really love your comedy. Let's make it a movie." And I said, "Get the fuck out of here."
Wow.
I didn't believe him, right?
Wow.
I thought he was like trying to sleep with me or something.
Yeah.
Because he said,
Harvey Weinstein,
so then he threw in, "Let's have drinks." Like, if you know me, I don't drink, boo.
Right.
So I ignored him. So like 6 months later, he gets a hold of me. He writes me a big fat check to release the CD to him. Man, this CD has TDK on it, bro.
Wow.
So I give it to him. He hires a director and a writer from Palm Springs named Christian Sesma. Christian Sesma grabs my CD and writes like an 80-minute movie about it.
Wow.
So then we get back together and man, that shit's too short. So I added maybe another lines to it. And we shot the movie. Power Delivery plays my father, an old wrestler. And all my material is in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what, Felipe, do you
It went
feel...
straight to nowhere.
Well, you know what, here's the thing. You got to start somewhere. There's actors that are on top of the world right now that started with the most shittiest fucking movies. You know what I'm saying? Well, because that's at that time when they did it, it was big to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if the world catches it, cool. If they don't, well, that's on them. Do you feel like you're gonna always be stereotyped in show business as far as like, he always has to play a stoner, a funny guy, or would you ever like to step out of that lane, out of comedy and do something like, do you feel like you can act into something serious as
I
well?
could, but I don't want to cut my hair.
Right.
So, also, man, like, I don't want to, like, people, I was doing other interviews, go, "Felipe, don't you see yourself like Kevin Hart? Don't you want to be the main star in the movie?" I said, hell no. I don't want all the pressure on me. I don't want people to say, "Felipe, oh, your movie sucked."
Right.
I want to be the guy that you see a movie that's shitty, go, "Felipe, that movie sucked, but you were the best part of that movie. I wish you had more lines."
Freaking dope.
That's how I want to be,
Really
bro.
dope.
I want to be the guy who comes in there and does like works for 3 days and then takes off.
Yeah.
And goes to stand-up comedy again.
What about doing like character voices? I see a lot of comedians are kind of like going into like the character voice of like, an animation film. Has that ever been offered to you?
Not really, man.
Like, it needs to It needs to be. But
It's
would you
coming.
like to do
It's
that?
coming.
I'll do it, man. If I get offered, I'll do it. I love the story, man. It was for Hollywood Chihuahua, Beverly Hills Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right, and I'm in there at the audition, and I get there, and Paul Rodriguez already there, right? Okay, Paul Rodriguez already there, and then you can think of any Latino actor that you know that you've seen in shit was there, bro. Plus comedians, Gilbert Escobar, me, Fluffy, a lot of people. But Paul Rodriguez
And you guys are all there together.
Like they would have would have blew up that building. You would have blew away the entertainment Latino business. All in one shot, bro. So Paul Rodriguez is there, okay?
That's gotta be intimidating and weird.
That
too,
dude
though.
from Oz, the Puerto Rican dude from Oz that wears
Yeah.
blind, okay?
Yeah.
And hey, you're the black guy from Oz, right? That's how I know. Oh, and Tucos from fucking Breaking Bad,
Right.
right? And then like Emilio Rivera's there. Bro.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
all these Latinos are there, right?
Man.
And then Isai Morales comes in. Isai Morales.
Wow.
Paul Rodriguez gets up and rips his script. Paul Rodriguez has not even said one word to us. He sees Isai Morales, he goes, you know what? It is fucking over for Hollywood. And he rips the script and tears it and throws it, bro. Isai Morales just gonna get it right now.
Oh,
Unless you
man.
want to get on your knees right now with that casting director. But let me tell you what everybody was laughing.
man.
But what Paul Rodriguez did is like a psychological thing. I didn't get it at first, right? He threw everybody off right there. Everybody started laughing, so they went inside the audition. All they thought about was Paul Rodriguez's joke.
Wow.
Paul Rodriguez got the role.
Oh, man, that is freaking
genius.
dope right
Paul
there.
Rodriguez
man.
and Cheech.
Yo, Paul Rodriguez, I had to get a
You gotta think about it, bro. We were busting up. I'm in the hood of the
So you guys
script.
like off of focus.
I'm in the script going, still laughing, bro.
Yo, and you know what? That's what I'm saying. You make this whole room laugh on just real stories. You know what I'm saying?
That
Sometimes,
shit was hilarious, dude.
yo,
Because I really thought Isai Morales was gonna get that role.
Wow, me, I would have for sure thought Paul Rodriguez because he's
And his voice.
more of like a traditional actor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like I guess that's pretty awesome, like the respect level that Paul Rodriguez. But to be that strategic, you know, a lot of comedians look up to Paul Rodriguez. A
Yeah.
lot of well-known comedians now
Yeah.
have nothing but good things to say
Yeah.
about
he's
Paul
amazing, man.
Rodriguez.
He's amazing.
That's
One of my
dope.
favorites of all time.
I died, bro.
Wow.
When he did that, he started laughing.
Felipe, is it hard to be Latino in this Hollywood industry, man?
None of you hang out with only Latinos.
Right. But I mean, it's
I guess it is. You know what? I'll tell you right now.
because I only compare it with even with music.
I'll tell you right now, man. Because you had Fluffy here, right? Gabriel Iglesias.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And last night we had Gina Brillon on our show. And
Is that your podcast show?
yeah, my Russell Full podcast. When Gina opens up for Gabriel, so her and I were talking, and in 2017 she had a TV deal with Kevin James with CBS, right?
Yeah.
And it was they wrote it. Fluffy Gabriel had a TV deal too,
Right.
right? Angela Johnson had a TV deal too.
Yeah.
And so did this Puerto Rican guy, the Dominican guy from New York had one too, also. And guess what? None of them went to the air.
Wow.
None of them.
Why?
Not
Why do you think that is?
Oh, shit, I forgot. Cheech, Paul Rodriguez, and Paul Rodriguez Jr. had a show too.
I mean, you're
Like, they
asking
told him-
why. I mean, and the
No.
question to him was, is it hard to be Latino in this business? It probably is because they're Latinos.
Yeah, so they told us all no. I mean, they didn't tell us all no at the same time, but they said, we're going to go a different direction here.
Right.
But we all got like a lot of money, you know, because they gave us money to write the show, but we didn't get our pilot didn't get picked
Right.
up.
And you know what?
We're still trying though.
Yeah, it'll all come. It's only a matter of time before it sucks that we're in this generation of 2019 and we still gotta fucking
That's unreal.
grind like literally.
Yeah, man.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
And I'll get it back to stereotypes. I used to work at a warehouse, driving forklifts. That's how I worked at UPS, warehouses, okay? I auditioned for Superstore, So when I get to, and I got it. So when I play a guy named Cody. So the role written for a white dude, but I got it because I kicked ass.
Yeah.
And when I get there, I'm waiting to get the uniform that America Ferrera wears, which is a white T-shirt and a vest,
Right.
you know, with my name on it, Chibon Cody.
Nice.
When I get there, they told me, "Where's my uniform?" I didn't get it. "Oh, that's your uniform." "Oh, really? I thought that was for the janitor that works here." "No, you're the new warehouse guy." So man, I quit my job, bro, to be a comedian, just to play a warehouse guy and get it real in the TV.
Dang, but you were getting that money.
I'm a warehouse guy, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, that must be empowering when you get to play roles that were actually your roles in real life. Like, I would love to play a Walmart cashier. Paying me way more money. Why not?
I know, man. And then every time I audition for, I look, oh, warehouse guy.
Yeah.
So I got the warehouse look, bro. Blue collar.
And it's always that answer, right? Oh, we decided to go in another direction.
Yeah, always.
If that's the political
Story of my life.
casting directors, and we decided to go in another direction. Like, really, when are you gonna wake up and see the greatness?
That, you know what? That's why it is.
It's always between me and the guy who gets it.
Right. And it's you know, you gotta appreciate the blessings that I guess that we are in the positions that we are in. You know, like working with DJ Ski. You know, the people that do see it. It's pretty freaking dope because those are the ones you're like, damn, how come Ski sees this? How come Ice Cube sees this? And a lot of other freaking corporate cats don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
They're afraid, bro. Like you might, honestly, like there might be like a 29-year-old kid who at the meeting that I went to who actually loved the story, who actually would put it on the air, but he's afraid to say I love it for like the sake of getting fired.
right.
So they all look like this, like if I'm the boss, if I smile, they smile. So if I liked it, they'll come out and say I loved it.
Wow.
I'm just afraid of the job, you know.
Yeah.
They don't want to be the first one to say I loved it. Because then you gotta look at the boss, because if he hates it and you love it, you know, we have a little difference, you know.
Friction.
The stuff that you like,
You know, Bob, I didn't really like that. Right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those, and they have
They're
their own
afraid,
personal
man. They're
meetings
such
once you
afraid.
leave that room, you know. Bob, can I talk to you really quick? Sure, Dan. Like,
Yeah,
you
man.
right? And they're gonna have that. You know, I didn't really like that.
it's like once an old dude takes a chance on a show and it becomes successful.
Right.
It's sad, but just say my show, right? If I have a show, my wife and I pitch a show, and our show becomes successful because of that old man who said yes, you know, it's gonna be. But then that they won't try to create a different show, you know. They'll use our show as a model to create the same show somewhere else.
Gotcha.
It always happens that way, you know. So then this will be the formula that works.
Right.
Yeah.
So right now they have formulas that do work, you know, and this new formula they haven't had a chance to see it yet. We have a Mexican. Well, we haven't had a Latino guy married to a white chick on TV, bro, since Ricky Ricardo and Lucy, bro.
That is so freaking real, man.
And that's you, right? Your wife
Yeah.
is a white girl? I mean,
Hey, you can't be on the show.
That's gotta be. I mean, not like that. I mean, in no homo.
But what I'm
It's gotta
telling
be
you-
awesome married to you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as like you know how not that oh
Rusty.
my God, I'm always laughing the whole time, but you got. I mean, it's gotta be. Look at your wife got a big old smile
She's
on her
not
face.
blessed.
They're like inside word.
She looks happy, man. You guys both look happy, and that's a great friend.
And we have a dog. Sorry about your dog. Your dog, Duke,
thank
right?
you,
Yeah.
Felipe. Thank you.
I know how you feel,
No,
man.
not Duke.
Sorry.
Turbo.
Turbo.
He was
Wait,
named
look, look.
Look at these other paws. Ah.
I got his paws and on my
We
wrist.
just got our dog, right? A rescue in November. Her name is Squishy. She's a 10-year-old blue nose.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then when you were sad about your dog, I got sad about my dog. I only had my dog in November. But we already bonded.
Roxy.
I was crying when I got my hamster.
I just learned this yesterday. How did you name
Rest in
Turbo?
peace.
Yeah, I
Chuck
named
Norris.
Turbo. You know the movie Electric Boogaloo?
Yes.
Turbo
Yeah.
and Ozone. So that was one of my favorite movies
Fuck
growing up.
yeah.
We would watch it on VHS, like to the point where I ripped the
Great
tape.
story.
You had a crush on Turbo, huh? We lied.
I love
She
that.
took out that broom and
The
go,
broom when he when he danced upside down on you know I don't know, for some reason I thought that was real, and I was like I would try to climb the wall.
I saw Roxy, like her mom looking at her, ¿por qué tienes los scars in your legs?
I do have a lot of scars on the legs from jumping off a ramp with the BMX.
No, the scarves. You know, the leg wrap.
The leg warmers, No, so I was inspired by that movie so much. I used to love Turbo and Ozone, and so I was like, when I get a dog, I'm naming him Turbo.
That
and
is
so
so
my
dope,
next
right?
dog that I get, my Frenchie, I'm gonna name him Ozone.
And you just said that you rescued a dog.
Yes.
What else? I mean, aside from comedy
rabbits.
and working, I mean, are you working? You got to be working a lot, right?
Yeah.
Felipe, right? You got to just be overloaded with freaking work. Like it seems like the more you grow, of course, there's going to be more shit that's going to get handed to you. Your work is going to start getting overloaded. But what do you like to do? Like aside from just when it comes off, when the comedy's done, the work is off stage. I this is something I enjoy doing, man. It's something that you just enjoy, you and your wife. What's a regular day for Felipe?
Yeah, I like playing Madden, man. 2019, get at me, Felipe's. What's up, full pod, Feli?
Is that is that on Xbox or PlayStation? PlayStation. Say that again.
What's up, full pod, Feli? Feli.
What up, fool? Pod?
What's up?
What's up, fool? Pod. Feli.
Yeah.
Dude, that's dope. I'm Tattoo the One.
Tattoo the One?
Hold
Yeah,
on, do you guys talk to each other?
You can talk to each other. Yeah, well, if you put the headset on, you can
Yeah.
hear each other. You can talk to each other, but you can play anyone around the world, and that's really awesome.
Has anybody ever recognized your voice when you're playing?
Hell no, man. I play kids, man. Like something that I like I put on my headphones and I put on my headphones and I get a touchdown and I can feel that sort of like a little boy in the other background like oh man. And I feel bad, right? I gotta turn my hose off. I'm gonna be a pervert playing with a 9-year-old, right? So then I turn it back on,
Yeah.
and I can hear like this, Mom! Mom! And I go, yeesh. But then I feel like, he goes, man, I'm a loser. I'm 45 years old, playing with a 10-year-old. He has me on hold because his mom is beating his ass right now. And that's what really happened. Like I come back, I can hear the kid coming. And I'm fucking killing him, bro.
You know why I'm laughing like this, man? Is because I swear, man, you are painting such a good fucking picture of this. I play online.
It should be episode of the show.
I have to I don't put the headphones on sometimes.
It's embarrassing, bro.
Unless I'm gonna play a friend and they're
Yeah.
like, hey Tat, let's go at it. Okay, cool. Sometimes you put it on and you can talk shit or whatever.
Yeah.
But I've once in a while I've just put it on without playing a friend, and you never know who you're gonna encounter. It's usually young kids.
Yeah.
And
That's it, it's serious.
right off the top, you just feel weird that you're like playing with a little kid. So
Yeah.
I don't put it on. Like I just don't want to hear a little kid like, oh, touchdown, or
Yeah.
you fucking suck, dude. Like some of these kids got bad fucking mouths.
Yeah,
too.
I don't get that. I get like sad ones.
I've gotten bad ones.
Depressed
I've gotten bad ones. You know, I like to play, but you are good at Madden. Would you consider yourself like your overall rating in Madden?
I am not good at Madden.
You're not good at
I've
Madden,
been
but you
playing
like to
since
play.
04. I've been playing since his sticks came in.
Do you have jokes about that?
No,
And you're still not
I'm
good
not
at
that
it,
good, man. I let this little kid was like, he sent me a message, and I sent him a message back. You're pretty good, eh? He goes, hey, you want to trade some players? He told me that.
Right.
And then I said, I had like 100. I never buy nothing. I had like 200,000 points. And I said, all right, this fool's trying to rob me, man. He sold me this wild ass dude for 50,000. But I let him rob me. I didn't care.
And what do those points get you? I don't know
Good
anything when
players.
it comes to gaming.
Yeah,
good
I
players.
don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
good players.
Yes.
The more points you have, the better player you are.
But check this out, man. If you guys want to watch, if you guys are listening right now, just go to YouTube and look up Sexy Boys on Xbox or Sexy Boys on PS4.
And what is
Grand Theft Auto. There's this dude that pretends to have a black voice while he's playing with these kids. And then, bro, it is freaking hilarious.
What is he
Just,
saying?
okay,
What?
just say you're playing, right? And you hear the mom, Jerry! Oh man, your mom sounds delicious. How old is she?
Oh my god.
Put your mom on the phone. What? I said put your mom on the phone. Little boy.
Through the headphones?
Yeah,
Okay.
put your mom on the phone.
Yes. You
Yeah, put
talk.
your
You can
mom on-
record
yeah.
it. You can.
He goes, put your mom on the phone. But then the other guy, he was playing with these two kids. He goes, man, how come your son? He goes, oh, He goes, nah, man. He goes, I'm a black man.
Right.
And he goes like this.
Right.
Oh, man. He goes like this. Then like a girl boy come in like this all the time. Yo, you stop playing games. Oh, man. Put her on the phone, man. It's funny, man. But it gets graphic, man. Very fucking hilarious.
So when you're downtime, you play video games. Do you hike? Do you exercise? Are you vegan?
I'm vegan.
I
People don't
saw
believe
that.
me because I'm so fat. They think, what the hell, you eat crops?
I did a 30-day vegan challenge and I ate a lot of carbs, man. That didn't work for me. I
Didn't go
love
raw.
it.
How long have you been
In
vegan?
2011?
All right, so you got years in this.
Is that because you married a white girl?
No,
I
man.
wanted to.
She was raised vegan, though. But she was raised vegan by her mom. But they grew up with eating that poor vegan stuff, like vegan Franks in a can.
Come
Come on, bro.
I can't go vegan, man.
The worst thing I ever ate out of a can was Hormel tamales.
Oh, yo, I got some.
You ever had those?
Felipe, I got something that can top that.
I spam.
We used to drink powdered milk, man. If you've ever had to drink and we used to try to do everything we can to thicken it, to make it. I mean, I've tried powdered milk in so many different forms and ways. You know, you put it in the refrigerator, you ice it, you don't ice it, you make it thicker. I mean, dude, we had to drink powdered milk, and we might as well have drank water. We might as well have ate our cereal with water. I don't even know why we freaking drank powdered milk, but it was like, I think my mom's abusive ass ways that she just, you know, we could have bought the freaking gallon. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, no, that's 5 gallons right there.
Like torture.
Yeah.
Like if she liked it.
Man.
It's like she liked it. Yeah, we used to try everything with it. And finally I was just like, dude, I can't drink this shit no more.
I became vegan because I was on the Atkins diet before, not the keto diet, but it was the Dr. Atkins diet.
Right.
Yeah.
I was eating only like meats and water. But I wasn't drinking water, so I was drinking like a bunch of Diet Cokes, a bunch of cheese, and a bunch of meat. Like I'll get a burrito with only beans and meat and cheese and a Diet Coke. But I wasn't drinking no water and no vegetables. So one day, bro, I couldn't go to the restroom. The next day, I couldn't go to the restroom.
Constipated?
Hell yeah. Bro, I had to go Lamaze class, bro. With pregnant women.
There were pregnant women
I
going.
didn't even have a partner, just a pillow. So,
Is this for reals or
for reals, man. And then my stomach was hurting, and I finally went to the bathroom, and I gave birth, man. It was bloody, bro. It was like a miscarriage, bro.
Oh, man. Hey,
It was bad, dude. So I was, after that, man, I said, no meat, no nothing. And let me tell you, the first 3 weeks of no meat and no milk and no cheese, I went to the bathroom, bro, and I really thought I was dying because I actually pooped black. But that was like all my toxins leaving my body.
yeah.
Did it happen to you? It was like I'm meant to be gross, but it felt like a piece of liver or something.
Yeah, no, that's your body detoxing.
Oh
That's
my
what it was.
God! It was like.
Well, I'm about to go in for my first colon cleansing.
Yeah, colonic.
Colonic.
My mom has a healing center, and she does colonics, and I get one once a month. And
I've never had one. Have you ever had one, Felipe?
I had one just for fun. Never.
Never? A lot of people, especially men, are afraid of it because
Oh,
they're
I'm
actually
sorry.
getting infected.
It's so funny,
Do they
man.
count when you're a little kid and they put that little tube?
I don't know, but
It's something like that.
I'm a little nervous about this.
It's
you know?
something like when we were little kids, a little tube with
Yes!
warm water.
That was sad.
But it's a little bit more professional, clean, and if you want, you get to see what comes out.
Oh man, that's gonna be
And the
crazy.
thing is like
Record it for me. I want the
Oh,
highlights.
How about you calm down when I
I'm
get
doing it.
it?
He's announcing it. Round 1. Here it is. Court.
Oh man.
Okay.
well,
Here
colon
comes-
cancer is on the rise among men, so I'm just letting y'all
I don't
know.
need meat in it.
That's
Look, we are having a great morning. It's 46 minutes after the hour. It's already been
How
46.
about coffee cleanse? You heard of that?
Yeah. This is my.
No. They put a little tube in their butt with coffee.
No, I've never heard. Are you being serious?
Yes.
Roxy, talk to me.
Wow.
My mom
Decaf?
has done one of those on me
Oh
because I'm her
my God.
daughter,
I was just
but she
kidding.
can't do that on the average client.
We got this cafe over here, right?
Well, that's why a lot of people-
Miss Coffee Cooler.
This is coffee or whatever. At least it smells good. Shoot. But listen, that's why a lot of people drink coffee in the morning because it cleanses them out.
Yeah, I drink it to wake me up.
What do you
but
want? I want
can't help
a Roxy Chino.
What?
A Roxy Chino.
What is that?
That's a coffee colon cleanse.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
For real?
a Roxy Chino. Like
Coffee,
instead of a
you
cappuccino, he's saying a Roxy Chino.
Yeah, no, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Like, my mom cannot do that on the average person, but she'll do that on me because I'm her daughter, and because the liability issues. But yeah,
That's
coffee
awesome.
cleanses you out.
Wow.
I'll do a little chata.
It looks like your wife and your agent here is ready to wrap us up, man. They're looking at you know what I'm saying.
No, they're ready
But,
for colon cleansing.
I did want to talk to you really quick before you go on the,
Yeah.
the Netflix special. It's in English and Spanish. It's a Netflix special.
Oh yeah.
Well, how did why the English Spanish is educational for us?
I don't know, Mom. I thought I want to do something different, so I'm gonna do an English one. We're gonna shoot that in Fresno, but I'm gonna also do in Spanish one, a Spanish
full on
special,
Spanish.
1 hour.
A stand-up special.
Yeah. Right now I have a type 35 that I could do in Spanish. Like I've been practicing. Like here it goes. Una de las frases a mí que no me gusta es cuando una muchacha te dice, te amo pero no estoy enamorado de ti.
I love you, but I'm not in love with you.
¿Qué quiere decir eso? ¿Qué quiere decir? Que no tengo hambre, pero voy a seguir comiéndome todo.
Yeah, that's true.
See? So that's my first joke.
Good shit, man. I love it.
So
man.
it's called your specials translate this, right?
Yeah, that's the one we produced together on HBO. But
Wow.
we have another one on Netflix called I'm Not Like That No More.
Dang, and your tour dates, you're gonna
What?
actually be.
They're not gonna laugh at you.
Oh, they're not gonna laugh at you.
They're not. That's the name of it.
Yeah, forget it.
Thank God for your wife.
Yeah.
For me forgetting things.
So
For real.
okay. So the name of the special is "They're Not Gonna Laugh at You."
Yeah,
That's
On
the
Netflix.
old-
on Netflix. It's an old one,
It's an old one.
2011.
Okay. And then you have the Spanish one. What's the Spanish
The
one?
Spanish one not out yet.
It's not out
We're
yet.
gonna do
Do
it.
you have a title for that yet?
No,
No.
But the one that they have right now, the most current special, is called Translate This.
Yes,
that's on HBO.
Yeah, that's
On
on
HBO.
HBO. Yeah, it's already out there.
it's already out there.
It's already out there. And so you're gonna be in New York next week.
Yes.
You're on a tour of all the United States. Do you ever go to like Saudi Arabia, Dubai to perform?
No, I haven't. It's hard to get in, because I have a passport that doesn't allow me to go to places.
Right.
Wherever Chris Brown's not allowed in, I'm not allowed in either.
Wow.
And
They hold up. Canada and the United States, they share criminal records, and Canada very, very strict. Like if you told your teacher when you were a little boy to screw off, Canada knows.
right.
Canada.
They know what kind of attitude. If you have a DUI, if you hit a person, if you're ever rolling a wall, if you look like a cholo, you're not gonna get in.
Yeah.
To Canada.
So I would
Yeah,
have to pay to get in, and then whatever money I'm gonna make there, I gotta pay that much money just to get in.
I've been to Canada before, and it was a fucking mess getting in and getting out. It was crazy, man. Absolutely.
That's the only place where if you're cute and you cry, it ain't gonna work.
Right. Right. All right, guys. Felipe Esparza. Also,
What's up, fool?
Also, I wanted to get your What's Up Food podcast.
Yes.
It's doing successfully well. You get big guests on there. When does your podcast air? How can people hear
The
your podcast?
podcast airs live on YouTube on /ATC every Wednesday at noon. We do it live. You can comment, you can chat. But then it goes. You can hear it. You can hear the audio everywhere on Fridays morning.
I'd love to come by one day and frickin' do your show. Here I am inviting myself to be a guest on your show, but it'd be good, man, to get us on there and have some
You
fun
should
with
be on it,
myself and
man.
Ron.
We've had the Baker Boys on. We've had
The Bacon Boys here at Dash Radio too.
yeah, we had the Baker Boys on. We've had La Mamacita.
Nice. Cecilia.
Yeah.
Ceci, she used to be my co-host at K-Day.
Payday, yeah.
And the other girl, Diaz, what's her name? Jessie.
Yo,
Yes,
yes,
yes.
yeah, nice, man.
So Felipe, about the Bad Hambre tour, you're going city to city?
Yes.
That never gets old for a comedian, right? Like
Hell
city to
no.
city performances. What's the craziest shit that's happened to you in different cities?
Well, some places where I've never been to, like places I've never been to, they're like more excited to see me than other places. I mean, they're like so excited. They get really, really drunk before the show that they get so loud and yelling that I can't talk, and they get kicked out.
Wow.
And then they apologize the next day. Oh, Felipe, I'm sorry, man. I was so excited to see you. I got fucking kicked out. Me and my 30 people.
Do you trip
Sorry.
out? Do you trip out that these fans are so excited and they laugh? Look at man, you got me here fucking in tears laughing, and you got such a freaking awesome way of how every comedian's a little different, but some comedians are also kind of the same. I can brand name comedians, right? Like, and people are gonna probably hate what the hell I'm saying, like, because there's a lot of people. Jerry Seinfeld, I'll use him as an example. He's funny to a lot of people, millions of people. He's not funny to me. It's just not my style of comedy. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. It's too dry, or I don't know what it is. Everyone, but your delivery, man, it's just the way you deliver it. It's so like.
It just feels like he's being himself.
Yeah, man. And you trip out, and what's that feeling like to have so many fans laughing at your jokes, at your comedy, coming up to you after asking you for autographs? I mean, it's gotta bug you out.
It feels good, man. I don't get tired of it. Like, I know, like some people, like they see a fan coming, they run away. You know, because they don't want to get near them. They don't want to
I
get
just
sick.
can't stand that, man.
I know, man. I feel like you know, they're the ones who made me. You know, without them, I'm nothing. You know, when I'm without the fans, I'm just a guy talking about myself. But I'm gonna be homeless. And I always take a picture. You know, sometimes you know, like I see them holding their phone, and I know they want to take a photo, but I don't want to be the guy that goes, "Let's take a photo." I don't want the guy that says, "I don't want to take a photo of you, stupid. I'm just holding my phone." So I want to be the guy that. So I wait, you know. But sometimes they're holding their phone too long. You know, like sometimes you know, like I want to end the conversation. You know, you don't want to tell this fan, "All right, bro, the conversation is over."
Now,
They want to keep talking. You know, I grew up over there too. How could I be like you? You can't be like me. You're you, bro.
Yeah, be you.
And from your fans to your to family, really quick. Is family treating you different as far as looking? He got money now.
I treat them the same way I did it before I was famous.
But do you have now? You're calling them.
Not calling them.
Oh, not calling them. You do not have a big family or structure.
I have a big family. That's why I want to stay away from them.
Okay.
So if you're alone. If you're that person with only one mom and one dad, you know, you love your parents, man. If you have a sister, only one sister, you love your parents.
Right.
If you're 7, 8 kids, you know what, man? I could do without them right now.
How many siblings?
I have 6 brothers, 1 sister.
Oh, so it's 80 years.
And are they always thinking you got a lot of money? They're asking you for money?
No.
They're not, it's not like that. No.
No, my sister, like, she works at Hollywood Toyota. She's in the front. She's cool.
Yeah.
She still opened her car when they didn't have a car, so we're cool. Then my brother's gay. He's married to some white dude too.
Right.
Came up.
Is that like a thing in your family? Y'all are marrying white people?
I guess when you move in a project, you meet different people.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, man. Like, you stay in the projects, man. You can be with project chicks, like my brother.
and Felipe, overall, you're taking this in. You're happy. And you're ready to move forward and do your thing. You know, from Netflix specials, television, movie. This is what you want.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah.
So you're living your dream, huh?
Yeah, I'm living my dream. I want to be on a television show or host a show or do something.
Beautiful. Man.
Do another book, write a book, or maybe not write, just do the audio.
What about like a late night show? Can you see yourself doing something like that?
Nah, man, that's
It's
too much responsibility, man. I don't want to be in charge of the whole show.
I'd watch it though. I'd watch it though, man. I'd watch it, man. I'm telling you, man. When Roxy's giving you a good idea, man. Think about that, because that shit would be fucking hilarious seeing you interview people. You know what I'm saying? You have a podcast already.
Yeah, man.
It's just taking it to film.
You can introduce me,
camera.
bro.
Yeah.
Introduce me right now.
You have to do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way live. What's up, fool? I want to thank this man for coming through, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Felipe Esparza.
What's up, fool? What's up? We have a very, very good show. We have Edward James Olmos showing up.
Hey, what's up?
Orale. And then we have Salma Hayek showing up.
Hey, Felipe.
Emilio Riveras. We have Roxy doing the music. What's up, King? Over here, DJ Brazen.
DJ Brazen. Oh, my brand.
I love it, man.
Felipe, who makes you laugh? Like, you make everybody laugh, but who makes Felipe
Great
laugh?
question, Roxy.
You know what? I like stand-up comedy, but I like this Canadian comedian named Stuart Francis.
Nice.
He's funny, bro.
Yeah.
His jokes are stupid, eh? He has a joke like, he goes a joke where he said, "You never know how close a frisbee is."
Right.
But then it hits me.
And you know what? You don't have to say, you don't have to, I'm not asking this for a name in any way, but are there comedians that are making the world laugh but don't make you laugh?
Everybody I know. Everybody I know.
Doesn't make you laugh.
Unless you mean who are really, really popular and famous, who have never made me laugh. But I think their comedy is cater to children, I guess,
Right.
or clean family fun.
Yeah.
Like if you go to church every Sunday and you tell me who your favorite comedian is, I'm pretty sure it's someone I don't think is funny.
Right.
Oh, so you like that dirty shit, like
I like
Bob
real
Saget?
stuff, man. I like people that are relatable, like Bill Cosby. I ain't gonna lie, he was my favorite comedian. He was a
Aw.
comedian that I
Bill
wanted to be a
Cosby
comedian.
himself, that
Himself,
special,
that
is
album,
one of
right?
the greatest
Yes.
comedy stand-up specials ever in the world.
But my favorite was the one sleeping with my brother Russell. That's the whole bit is just him and his brother arguing at night, bro.
Wow.
And cause I used to sleep with my brother too. We would argue at night. But the whole bit starts with Bill Cosby telling his little brother, "You know you're adopted, right?" He goes, "No, I'm not. If you are, that's what your blankets say, property of General Hospital. But that's the blanket they brought you when they dropped you off."
Wow.
So they start arguing, bro. You know, it becomes a real long bit. Yeah.
Bill Cosby has a lot of good
Yeah,
movies.
no, but if you're like,
The OG.
The
If you're
special he's talking about is one of the most legendary comic specials you'll ever see in your life. It's called Bill Cosby himself.
Where can I
Yeah.
find that? Netflix?
I'm sure you could find it anywhere. You know, it's very, very popular, but it's one of the
like comedians who perform in carnivals, I'm probably gonna make me laugh.
wow.
Oh.
Yeah, if you do big fairs,
Yeah.
like if you could be a comedian, could be funny in the outdoor arena with children and a popcorn machine over here in cotton candy, you don't make me laugh.
Man.
But unless you're Larry the Cable Guy, man. But you know who's funny? And like,
Larry the Cable Guy.
she probably doesn't make anybody laugh but me and whoever can find just smoke a fat blunt, bro, and sit down and listen to the white lady named Gene Robertson.
Gene Robertson.
Oh,
You're
my
putting
God,
me up
dude.
on some comedians right
Bro,
now.
you could just download one of her albums and listen to it in a plane and fall asleep, bro.
Well, you know who is funny to me?
She's
you,
funny.
Felipe, you're
Thank you, man.
And thank you so much for coming through, man. I really appreciate you waking up. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your comedy. I just appreciate you overall.
I love
man.
people, bro. I love people, and I see the good side of people. Like a lot of people, like they think like most people are racist, but they're just naive. They're stupid, you know. You're gonna call them when they're naive, bro. You can't let them be racist and stupid at the same time. You gotta tell them, listen, Pam. You know, very off color, you know. Like I did a show once, right, at a club, and this white couple loved my friend. So they
That's
put
because you're
my
married to a white girl.
no way before, man.
okay.
No way before.
How long have you been married,
We've been
Felipe?
together since 2006.
Gotcha.
Married 12, 13, 14, so I can remember.
Nice.
Wow.
December 12, 13, 14. Yeah, and what was I saying?
Oh, about
So
Pam.
yeah, we're at a show. So this white lady and this white guy, they loved us. And they invited my friend to do a show at their beach house in Malibu, right? So they said, "Oh, nice." They have a lot of entertainment, you know. Rich people, they have a big entertainment. And we did the stand-up comedy. So I'm hanging out, you know, after the show, you know, just hanging out, you know, me and Felipe, walking around like Kramer, you know, saying hi to everybody. So I'm talking to the lady that booked us, and she's having a good time too. And she goes, "Oh my God, everybody had a great time." And she looks over at us and goes, "You know, we eat tacos on Wednesdays." Right? That was the conversation started off with. She started telling us she eat tacos
Yeah,
on Wednesdays.
yeah.
So my
Like,
friend
what
started walking away like, "Fuck the racist bitch." Right? So as they're walking away,
Taco Tuesdays.
so as
So
they're
talking about
walking,
eating tacos on Wednesday.
so I'm walking away, everybody walking away, and I said, "Well, man, I'd love to come over sometime on Wednesday and check out these fucking tacos they're bragging about." So we're talking, so she changed the subject, and then we started talking about something else, but they didn't give that lady the chance. She's just stupid, you know, that lady, all her help is probably black and Latino.
Yeah.
She's not used to talking to Mexicans who don't help her.
Right.
So that's the only way she could talk to somebody, by
Yeah.
being, you know, dumb.
Right.
So we ended up having a good conversation, you know. I came back on Wednesday, robbed the place.
Well, hey, look, Felipe Esparza, thank you so much for coming through. We're going to let you go.
Thanks, Doc.
Before we let you go, I need some help in the room, please. Okay?
Who's coming
A
in?
little, no, I need a little help because we know it's a very special week for you. So everybody, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday, Felipe. Happy birthday to you. Now I'm gonna throw one of these in your mouth. Felipe Esparza,
Thank
round
you,
of applause, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tattoo.
Netflix special.
Joe Grande, what's up, OG?
We got the Netflix special. We got his comedy tour going on right now. How can people get your tickets to your comedy tour?
Go to FelipeWorld.com/tour. I'll be at Caroline's Comedy Club.
NYC, right?
What?
NYC.
NYC, yes.
Yeah, we're worldwide. We got listeners in New York. We got listeners in Chicago. We got listeners
Atlanta.
everywhere.
I'm going to Chicago to the Big Theater. Come check that out.
There
Shout
it
out
is,
to
man.
Mikey O.
And your Instagram and all that.
My Instagram is Felipe Esparza Comedian. Funny Felipe on Twitter. Funny Felipe on Snapchat. Also, What's Up FELIE on Madden.
Nice. Oh yeah, I love that. Hold on, really quick. I know it's time. We're gonna let you go. Now that you got a lot of money now. What do you buy yourself on your birthday? What do you do? Like, something you couldn't fucking.
Tracksuits, bro.
My wife bought.
Hell no, bro.
But you won't go and get yourself like fucking nice cars, or no jewel, nothing like that. You don't care about that shit for
I was thinking about that stuff you think about when you don't have no money, man.
Right.
When you have no money, when you're broke, you think about, what? When I make it, I'm gonna buy my Lamborghini. But then when you realize the Lamborghini tune-up costs more than the car I'm driving right now, it's not even worth it, right?
Right.
Or I ain't gonna lie, man. I got picked up the other day in Denver in an SUV Tesla.
Wow.
Oh, those are badass! I'm in love with those cars.
And
it
what?
feels like you're in the Jetsons, like it glides.
And you get in a car like
Hey,
that.
Roxy, you see the car with a little
It
weight,
goes
bro.
up
Yeah.
like that.
So you get in that car and what? You tell yourself, I might want to buy this, right?
Yeah, because
That would be worth it.
I'm sitting there, man. That guy has the computerized thing, and the car brakes. You don't have to brake it yourself. It'll stop immediately, bro.
It drives itself.
And no
It's
bicycle that come in
crazy.
front of you, bro.
No, and Teslas are pure, like they are electric cars. They're not like hybrid.
They're
or
badass.
Badass.
Did you buy it for yourself?
Hell no, I can't afford that shit. But realize, man, what are we gonna do, man? We'll be going to the supermarket, eh?
Right. I mean, I don't
We're
know.
not getting no bonds?
You deserve it. You're working hard for these things. You should
Yeah.
be able to do that for yourself.
No, man.
And not feel bad about
I'd
it.
rather I have charities like Homeboy Industries. I donate money to them, and Love Leo Rescue. It's a place where they help pit bulls and
Nice.
stranded dogs. They
Nice.
get dogs that fight and they train them, and also there's Joe and Marley's Mutts. They get dogs, bro. Like you know how like people who breed dogs like a Pikachu or no Pekingese dog or whatever kind of dog it is.
Pikachu.
Pikachu dog,
This
yeah.
was that Pikachu.
Yeah, man. He goes in like dog with cliff lips. Nobody wants to buy them. Whatever. Dog open born with one leg.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have
Aw.
philanthropic
They
heart.
give a little dog with little wheelchairs.
I want a dog with like 3 legs. I'm looking for. I'm gonna adopt a dog.
Yeah,
with
bro.
like
Call
3
that
legs.
fool tripod. Eh? Tripod. My homeboy tripod.
I swear on
Give you a
I
shoulder
swear on
tripod.
everything I love. If I adopt a 3-legged dog, I am gonna call him Tripod.
Tripod.
That's gonna be his name.
I'll call him Larry Moore and Curly. Yep. I'll call him Pyramid Scheme.
Oh shit, man! I'm gonna let you
Table.
go with that, man. Felipe
Triangle
Esparza,
offense.
thank you so much for making us laugh this morning, man. I'm sure our listeners had a great laugh. Thank you, Felipe. We
Yeah,
love you,
man. Every time a kid, man. When I was a little kid, my dad told me he called me masturbating. Felipe, don't do that, you'll go blind. I said, Dad, I'm over here.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Felipe Esparza. I'm gonna get into 2 records and we're coming back. This is Tattoo and the Crew.
Tattoo in the Crew. Slash Radio.